Here are some frequently asked questions about tarot and oracle. Do you need to be a psychic to be able to read tarot or oracle? No, you don't need to be highly sensory perceptive, spiritually gifted or psychic to be able to read tarot, although it does help, and over time it can increase your awareness to these certain inherited gifts. We are born with a lot of these characteristics and abilities to do that. Over time we become very clouded and conditioned throughout society to reject certain ideas, I guess, the whimsy. Another thing about reading tarot is that it allows you to reach a flow state. It gets you into that type of brainwave frequency, such as alpha, beta, theta brainwave frequency states that allow you to actually receive information and codes from source consciousness. What if I pull the wrong card or I see a card that frightens me? So there are no technically good or bad cards. These are just kind of labels that people use generally in society, and they are more so reflective of the different types of archetypes and transitions that people make throughout their life, and different types of descriptions, different circumstances that come up through life, and they basically describe what's happening. So there's no bad or good, they're more just a reflection of the energy that's being presented in the time. For example, 3 main cards that I see people become afraid of when they see it in tarot is the Death card, which basically is an endings, but with endings there is new beginnings. So this is pretty much reflective of our cyclical nature. I see when people get afraid of the Devil card, which is basically symbolic of addictions. It's symbolic of attachments, negativity. So they're more reflections of a state of being. And another thing I see is the Tower card. When you see the Tower card, usually it's like foundations crumbling based off things not being secured on a very base level in terms of like physical reality. It could even be spiritual, emotional, mental. It just depends on what other cards are around that certain particular card. So there's no wrong or right. It's just basically you painting a picture of what's happening, and actually it can be beneficial if these cards come up, because then it shows you on the surface what's going on and what needs to be addressed so that it can be reprimanded. Can tarot predict the future? So tarot can predict futures, but I think it's more accurate to actually say that tarot can allow you to see different trajectories and allow you to walk towards your highest path and your highest timeline based off specific things. That's why, when we go to readers, they can actually identify specific things that aren't written in certain texts or you can't find anywhere else, because they're very particular pertaining to a personal situation. Sometimes it even goes far as back as a certain generational type of pattern that needs to be broken within the family line. Sometimes it's a message, this kind of goes into more like psychic and mediumship though, so that's a little bit different. Like reading tarot, like I say, you don't need to be psychic or spiritually gifted in that sense, but it can open up a window for you to actually connect with source consciousness or God. So I mean in that sense, but for me, I know that it's been very beneficial. So I kind of lost my train of thought because I started channeling for a bit, but yeah. Okay, I remember where I left off. So can tarot predict future? They can, if you kind of adjust yourself to align with that path, but also it, like I said, it shows you different trajectories of the way that your future can pan out. So there's different types of timelines that you could jump onto. But yeah, they're always subject to change because the energy is read on the present energy, so it kind of connects to future energies because it's read from the present. What's the difference between imagination and intuition? Oh, I love this one. Okay, so the difference between intuition and imagination is created through various points of the psyche and subconscious, and also memory as well. So that ties into the idea of imagination, right? We have this when we're kids, and I think there is a fine line between it, actually. So I will say that, but I would say that intuition doesn't really necessarily rely on emotions, which another people get confused with intuition as well. Like, people will say, I have a feeling about something, but that could also be coming from an egoic place of past memories, or it could even come from fear. So there's different ways that you could misjudge a situation because you have a feeling about something. But intuition comes straight from source. Intuition is a sense of knowing. So there's a difference between intuition and imagination. Imagination is kind of a fantasy that is intentionally created, whereas intuition, like I said, is a connection straight from source, and it is a sense of knowing because it is direct. So intuition is like more of like signals that you can pick up on energetically, and because they are happening in real time, in real life, it's an accurate depiction of intuition, because it's basically you're picking up signals and vice versa. And I haven't seen this one written down, but one thing that I have noticed is people question or wonder why, if we have, certain faiths and texts, why don't we just refer back to that, and why do we have to use other people and stuff like that? Like, messages can come in the form of people, and I think this is actually intentionally written because there are a lot of gifted people in this world, and there's no wrong in people exercising a gift from God, especially if they were gifted with it, and you move with intention and love. I think that there's nothing wrong with that, and I think that this can be helpful because, like I said, with people that are messengers, people that do readings, like the proper people, they can often help you to move into alignment and often see blockages that a doctor can't see, that a priest can't see, that people in certain positions of power can't see. And this is why they don't teach us these things. They don't teach us how to unlock our supernatural abilities, because we definitely do have them. And if you are somebody that comes from a strong ancestral line as well, this is especially important as well, due to colonization and casually the patriarchy. So I'm not going to get it too political, but like I said, I think this kind of territory has been very hidden from us, and that's why they call it esoteric knowledge, because that word literally means wisdom and knowledge that is not very well known. So I think it's important that we are able to understand our true source of power within, and I always give glory to God because I believe that power does come from the Most High, and when we connect to that, we can improve our life and quality of life so much because of that connection and relationship that you have. But also, I know that I've been able to make huge feat with unlocking my intuition and really owning my ability to be perceptive, because I used to think that it was too much and I used to hate it, but I really see it as a gift now, and I try to help people along the way, which is why I'm making this video. If you have any other questions regarding tarot or oracle and anything as such, let me know. And if you like this video, let me know by giving me a like, share, or comment, or subscribe. I will have to leave you here, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.